Hello and welcome to all you dear Sagittarians. This is your monthly horoscope for February of 2022, and it is such a very important, deep Plutonic month because I've been talking about this since the end of November, and the climax, the grand finale, is happening in February at the very last week of February. It's some sort of a building up, you could say, and a transformation sets in. It is happening for you in the second house because this is where Capricorn is. Now, first, what is really happening? I could talk about your ruler being in the Jupiter being in the fourth house, and that is very gentle energy and you finding purpose and being emotionally, hopefully, a little bit more feeling better and feeling more strong in your own skin and when it comes to the self-love on an emotional level. But the bottom line, or the most important thing, is definitely this transformation in your second house. And in the beginning of the month, Mercury, the planet of thinking, the planet of communication, on the 5th is going direct together with Pluto. So lots of personal planets are touching that Pluto. So Mercury, which is a ruler of your seventh house. So others are involved as well, going through a little bit of a death and rebirth there. And it has to do with your values. It has to do with money for some of you, and it has to do with values as well, with how you value yourself and how others value you. There needs to come a transformation. And more towards the end of the month, Venus is direct for the whole month, but at the end of the month, it's touching for the last time Pluto again, the last week of February, and also Mars. So Mars is the planet of activity, it's the planet of doing. So you are going to be doing, taking actions to restore and rebuild quite drastically the structures of that second house. So this is all, very important. Of course, it's more superficial when you say on a mundane level. This could be your money. This could be that if you have been doing the good work with Pluto, which is, and I think for Sagittarians, this doesn't have to be that difficult, because Sagittarians, I mean, normally they are very open, they are very straightforward, sometimes a bit too open, telling the truth all of the time, and but the goodness of that is that goes very well with Pluto, because Pluto doesn't want superficiality. It wants things to be open. It wants things to put light on shadows. So all the shadows that you have around money, in other words, the sneakiness that one can do around money, or trying, the shadow of not understanding the value of money, or the destructiveness of you not valuing yourself, and therefore you are not in sync with that healthy validation of you are worth it. Of course, it is all energy, and the same is true for money. When we start valuing ourselves more, it is such a deep psychology, astrology. The second house, it's money and it is value. It's your self value. It's not the value of others. Although, as I said, there is, with Mercury in your second house, it's bringing in as well the values of others, and coming together to transform that. So yes, you can. There is, especially the end of the month, there can be windfalls if you've done it, again, the correct way. If you're, for instance, doing the sneaky way, the negative side of Pluto, which is criminality, which is, I'm saying a bit to the extreme, but Pluto is extreme, which is trying to do things a bit sneaky and a bit manipulative. I'm going to do that so I get more money, but I'm going to manipulate the whole thing. It's going to backfire for sure. But if you've been honest and doing the best that you can to gain more money, you're going to attract, you're going to passionately restore your resources and make them way more stronger. I mean, it's Pluto after all. That can make huge shifts For other people, it will have to do more with their, it could be a combination of money, but it can also have to do with the validation of self, the insight that you have that I have to value myself. And especially with the Mercury going now direct in that second house, you realize that also other people can bring you up and can bring you down. But it's your job not to expect too much, right? Not to expect that they bring you up, and to be strong enough when they're bringing you down, to stay centered and to say it's their problem. That is what the Sagittarians are learning. It's the self-value. It's strengthening enormously, enormously. And I like that so much for my fellow Sagittarians. I say fellow because I have an ascendant as well as Sagittarius. So I hope you have the goodies out there, that you can have that windfall when it comes to your finances, but first and foremost also in your self-worth. And it's unbreakable, you know, there's a transformation going on that is going to be unbreakable for the rest of your life. So powerful it is. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.